Is that what's his feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight. Okay. Yeah, because I know he said.
I want to
those things.
fight. I want to fight an exhibition.
No, it's a
It's looking shaky, to say the least, for Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Now you have an interview with ESPN and Floyd Mayweather Promotions' new and current CEO.
I retired from the sport, and I didn't let the sport retire me. I'm always gonna I'm putting myself in a position now to where just like I was doing when I was fighting.
The first official Netflix press conference and face-off between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao didn't just meet expectations, it completely shattered them. According to multiple reports, what was supposed to be a formal media event quickly turned into a tense, emotionally charged confrontation that felt more like the build-up to a grudge match than a standard promotional appearance. The event, held at the iconic Sphere in Las Vegas, brought together Netflix executives, both fighters, their teams, and major media outlets, all expecting clarity but instead witnessing chaos unfold in real time.
Manny didn't retire from boxing. There's a difference. So, of course, if I was Manny Pacquiao, would I be chasing Floyd Mayweather to do an exhibition to get a good payday? Absolutely I will. I'm gonna continue to do what I want.
From the very beginning, insiders say the atmosphere was off. The moment both fighters entered the room, the energy shifted instantly. There was no handshake, no smiles, no sense of mutual respect that many fans expected after years had passed since their first encounter. Instead, there was visible tension, prolonged eye contact, and a silence that carried more weight than any words spoken. It became clear almost immediately that this wasn't going to be a routine press conference.
Like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather, and he can tell you that himself. You're gonna have to take the whole room together. You're gonna have to put the whole world in the ring to beat me. I'm the best.
The primary goal of the event was to address ongoing confusion about the nature of the fight. Gabe Spitzer, Netflix's vice president of sports, opened the conference with a definitive statement. He confirmed that this is not an exhibition, but a fully sanctioned professional fight, one that would directly impact Mayweather's historic 50-0 record. According to attendees, Spitzer emphasized that Netflix had committed massive financial resources specifically because this is a legitimate competition, positioning it as one of the most significant boxing events the platform has ever hosted. His message was clear: this is real and it matters.
So that's a prestigious accomplishment in boxing, and I'm not trying to boast what I have accomplished in life, but I'm just saying this to repeat you might forget that accomplishment. So to be the greatest boxer in the world is to...
But while that announcement energized some in the room, it reportedly had the opposite effect on Mayweather. Observers noted that throughout Spitzer's speech, Mayweather remained unusually quiet and visibly tense. His body language told a story of its own: arms folded, posture withdrawn, avoiding eye contact with both the speaker and the media. Insiders believe this moment marked the first clear sign that he was not aligned with how Netflix was framing the fight.
I'm special. We joke, we plan. Until we get hit with one of those big shots, then there's no more joking. I retired for a reason. I'm here to have fun and enjoy my...
In stark contrast, Pacquiao appeared completely at ease. Witnesses described him as engaged, confident, and almost eager for confrontation. He acknowledged reporters, maintained focus on Mayweather, and seemed ready to address every aspect of the controversy head-on. According to sources, his team had come prepared with clear messaging about the contract, and were determined to prevent any ambiguity surrounding the fight's legitimacy.
This version of you beats the version of Floyd Mayweather that exists today?
You know, it's hard to talk about the fighter who...
The turning point came when the media began asking direct questions. A journalist reportedly pressed Mayweather on whether he personally considers the bout a professional fight or still views it as an exhibition. The pause that followed his question was described as uncomfortable and telling. Mayweather eventually responded in a way that appeared to sidestep the issue, suggesting that labels don't matter to him and framing his participation as entertainment rather than competition.
His own strategy. So maybe he thinks that I'm going to take him lightly.
Do you think it has anything to do with the record, his record, that it might be in danger?
Oh yeah, just to make I think to make me easy, like the way I prepare, the way I train, like that.
That response didn't sit well with Pacquiao. According to insiders, he immediately cut in, challenging Mayweather's statement and insisting that the distinction absolutely matters because of the contract both fighters signed. The interruption changed everything. The room reportedly fell silent, and all attention shifted to the two fighters as the tension escalated to another level.
He got famous because they said this could be the guy that could possibly dethrone the king. Did it happen?
Mayweather's reaction was sharp and personal. He referenced their 2015 fight, reminding everyone of his victory and questioning why he would need to prove anything again. His comments reportedly implied that Pacquiao was motivated by money rather than legacy, a statement that visibly angered the Filipino legend. Pacquiao fired back just as strongly. He pointed to Mayweather's age, questioned his current physical condition, and suggested that the outcome of their previous fight didn't reflect the true balance between them. He framed this upcoming bout as a completely different situation, one where he believes he has the upper hand. The exchange between the two wasn't just competitive, it felt deeply personal, as if unresolved issues from the past were resurfacing in front of everyone.
It's a pro fight. Yeah. It's a pro fight. This would have never happened during an exhibition. It would have never happened. Manny would never want to do an exhibition. That's just a no-no when it comes to Floyd, right? It's either a pro fight or it's nothing. And
the situation escalated further when the discussion shifted toward the actual contract. A reporter pushed both sides to clarify the official terms, and that's when Pacquiao's camp made a decisive move. His promoter reportedly presented physical contract documents and read key sections aloud, confirming that the fight is officially sanctioned under Nevada's State Athletic Commission rules. Complete with judges, this moment reportedly caught Mayweather's team off guard. Witnesses say Leonard Ellerb quickly intervened, pulling Mayweather aside for a brief but intense exchange. The conversation appeared urgent, with both men speaking quietly but with visible intensity. When Mayweather returned to the microphone, his tone had shifted. Instead of addressing the contract directly, he doubled down on his legacy, stating that regardless of the outcome, his undefeated record remains untouchable in his eyes.
We're gonna do it again, and hopefully we're gonna entertain the people.
Right. And as far as that, you know, what's it gonna be like fighting him again? You know, like 11 years later now.
It's just, you know, like I never really took any abuse, you know.
Since the press conference, the fallout has been immediate. Analysts across major outlets have begun dissecting Mayweather's approach, questioning whether his comments are part of a calculated strategy or a sign of underlying concern. Some believe he is deliberately downplaying the stakes to control the narrative, while others suggest he may be trying to create flexibility in how the fight is ultimately perceived. Meanwhile, Pacquiao's stance has been consistent and direct. He is treating this as a real fight, a meaningful opportunity, and potentially a defining moment in his career. That contrast in attitude between the two fighters is now becoming one of the central storylines heading into the bout.
I mean, that's usually what I heard from them. That I'm easy opponent, I'm easy to beat. But the thing is, when we get to the ring, it changes. It will change the way it is. And that's the thing. But really, I'm hoping.
As anticipation continues to build, one thing is clear. This is no longer just a rematch. It's a collision of pride, legacy, and unresolved history. And if the press conference is any indication, the fight itself may be even more explosive than anyone